Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Game Chat Tonight with the Huber Rebels. My name is Ethan,
My name is Jordan.
and we still have a delay due to geographical difference, which makes for a comical little intro.
I hope
But
that ends soon.
um, I wonder if we can train ourselves to start talking like half a second
Me too.
before,
Oh, damn.
and then when we're in person, we continue doing it, and it just doesn't work.
Here, ask me a question. I'll try and answer it.
What is the meaning of
42.
life? That
I
was
did it.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson.
Wow. I. That's
Um,
actually strange. I didn't even know what you were going to
yeah,
ask, honestly. All right, cool.
I
All
picked a
right.
good one.
We're
I
already in
picked a good
tune.
one,
I
and that
like
is
it.
what I
Yeah.
was perfect. Yeah, we are now officially in April, which meant we had April Fools, and we are a couple of fools, so we talked about different pranks and whatnot on our little pre-show. But later in the show, we'll talk about some famous April Fool's pranks that the internet has gotten into
Game related.
over the last number
Yes.
of years.
Yeah, we dove a little bit deep into some classic Japanese pranks if you want to check that out on Patreon because it was a funny time.
Never disappoints.
They never do.
But aside from that, there's been as every week lots of news going on. Are you? I don't think we've talked about the Fallout show that's coming up.
We have not. I
Are you
I
gonna watch
have
it?
told you I am kind of itching to play Fallout. I don't know why necessarily. I just kind of feel like it will connect with me. We did talk about this because we said we want to play Fallout 76 as well, but I I don't know. I'm feeling drawn towards the Fallout world, so I don't know if I saw this entire trailer or if I just caught like screenshots of it or something, but I'm in. I'm very excited for this.
I have not watched the trailer. I
Okay.
kind of don't want to.
Yeah.
The screenshots and the vibe and everything, they seem to have 100% nailed it. So I'm down to just watch it whenever it comes out. I should probably know when it comes out, but I don't.
Very soon. Let me see. I have it's on my phone. 6 days. It comes out before we record the
Wow,
show again. So,
perfect.
maybe next week we can report back after watching some of Fallout. I don't know. I'm very happy with where we're at with video game adaptations at the moment. It feels like we're in a respected
Golden.
place with people converting games to movies or TV. So this looks very cool. It looks like someone understood the mission and converted it appropriately.
I mean, not that long ago, if you attempted to do a video game production, it was like, huh, let's see how bad this is going to be.
Right.
Now it's good and just kind of like people are ready for it.
Yeah.
I think Sonic might have been the one that started it, this new era,
I
if I'm
think
remembering correctly.
right around there cuz yeah, it was like Sonic and Pokemon or Pikachu had
Yep,
were like the same year, I think.
yep.
Um and now
And
we're to
both
a
of those
place
were,
they were great,
yeah,
for what they were should be. And now we're to a place where video game things are like winning awards. So,
yeah, really. Oh my God, Last of Us.
yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the subject matter warrants itself, that kind of recognition for something like Fallout. It might. This looks, I know you haven't watched the trailer. It looks very cool. And then we have the Borderlands movie coming out soon. Sonic 3,
With
there's a
also,
Knuckles TV show. Like, are you kidding me?
did you see the Borderlands trailer?
Same thing. I only saw snippets. I didn't actually watch the whole thing.
It's very much summer ensemble cast movie, but now they're doing it based on a video game,
Yeah,
which I think
which
is interesting. It's got, I think, Kevin Hart and Jack Black as Claptrap. Like,
and that's good because I think that means that people who don't necessarily know it's a video game movie will still be drawn in. Whereas if it's a bad video game remake, most people are gonna be like, I don't want to see that. But I think most people, I'm gonna use this word not disrespectfully, but like they'll be tricked into coming to see this movie and they'll be like, oh, that was good. Oh, that was a video game? I didn't even know. Like they'll be
Yeah,
lured in. So
I think that's a good call.
I'm excited for that too. I know nothing about Borderlands. I have no idea what goes on in that world and universe.
I played the first one, a decent
Really?
amount too. It was very hyped. I want to say I played the yeah, I played the first one, and basically there's this planet called Pandora, and there's this treasure that's like part of legendary treasure. That's the word I was looking for. But is it like, does it really exist? And so a bunch of people go there, but this planet is notoriously dangerous. Um, the main like kind of hooks for Borderland were the art style and the weapon system where you get all these like, I want to say randomly generated guns. It's not like you kill like the guns are kind of like mixed
Procedurally
up and like,
generated. Yeah.
yeah, I 2000, it's like it came out in like 2009, I think. So definitely one of the earlier games to do that where you're like, ooh, what kind of gun am I gonna get? Oh, I like this one. This one's cool. Like and it's not the same for everybody.
Yeah. That's cool.
So, and they've made three, and I'm pretty sure they're making a fourth, and now they're doing
Yes.
movies. So it's a whole thing.
What was Tales of the Borderlands or Tales from the Borderlands? What was that? Was that like a Telltale thing?
That, yep, yep.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
but in that universe,
Yeah. Cool.
it's not really my thing. I think Borderlands was it's a good co-op experience, but I'm more for specifically tailored crafted stories and mechanics. I don't really like the random generation stuff.
Yeah. I'm happy we're getting these movies and shows because I'll know if I dig it, then I'll want to jump into the game. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I still don't think after seeing Borderlands I probably won't want to play it. But like after watching Fallout, I think I'll know for sure if it's gonna be my jam or not. Um, I'm glad it's starting so soon because I do want. We were just talking earlier today about me finding some new Xbox games to play, hopefully on my computer since I don't have the Xbox down here with me at my station. But if I can download a Fallout game on here, then I'll be stoked to play that alongside watching the show.
Yeah, 76 well, I mean, I know you want to play 4, you should definitely play 4, but maybe I think I don't know if 76 is crossplay, but it might be. So we'll have to check on that and see if we
Wh-
can
What do you have it on? PlayStation?
Xbox.
You have it on Xbox?
My
Okay.
PC won't run it.
Right. Well, okay. But if I'm playing it on like the Xbox browser or whatever on my computer, is that still count as crossplay?
Yeah, because it's PC.
Even though it's my Xbox account?
Yeah.
That sucks. Well,
There's
we'll look
PC
into it.
Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass.
Right.
Game Pass Ultimate gets you both.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. We'll look
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll
we
check that
we
out. But
should
no,
try and figure out how to play that next week for Fallout coming out. That'd be a fun kind of
I'm
just
super down.
themed thing to do.
I'm super down. Uh, they're also still working on the Minecraft movie.
Is it who's is it Steve Carell still or is that not a thing anymore?
No idea. I know it's shifted around a bunch, but that we oh my god, yeah, they talked about or announced something when we went to the premiere of Minecraft Story Mode
My
at
God.
the I want to say the ArcLight, but Cinerama. Which theater was that one, by the
The
way?
I think the Cinerama Dome.
Yeah,
No, it was owned
and
by
we were like,
ArcLight, I think. Yeah.
it was all of that mixed up. We were
Yeah.
literally front row, weren't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah. I found a
Your
picture.
dad went there and got us seats, didn't he?
Yeah, there was something weird. There was
Or-
some thing that they messed up with like needing two people to get the tickets or something. I remember going
Yeah.
there early in the day, having to go home and come back, and yeah, I forgot my dad did
Oh my
something, but
god.
I just saw a picture on my phone recently of like I don't think it was a red carpet, but like it was a picture
Yeah,
of
it
us in
was.
front of the thing, and then they put that
No, it was
on the
red carpet.
Cinerama Dome screen. That was so cool. I
It
love that.
was no, it was that was a fun experience. Without diving into a rabbit hole, that did just remind me of when we went to like Sports Nation and stuff. I
Yeah,
think they had like a Star Wars Day and Rebels, and yeah, we gotta do more cool stuff like
I
that.
got a I got a DVD of Star Wars Rebels the day we went to that taping, and I'm like, the hell is this? And no
Oh yeah,
spoilers, but Rebels is like arguably my favorite thing that Star Wars has ever made. So I didn't know what I was talking about.
greatest turnaround. Oh yeah, I was
Jack
like, what is this
Black.
stupid kids show? Can't they give us real Star? Jack Black is Minecraft now, right?
Jack Black is Steve apparently.
Yes, I do. See, they got him.
I love that.
He's doing everything
He's
because
a
the Mario
gem.
movie. Oh yeah.
I know you agree.
Speaking of Minecraft, there is a floating rumor that a native PS5 version was spotted because
Can you
it's still
explain
the
to me what that
PS4
means?
version.
Oh, okay. Will it still be whatever, like the same version, just better specs, better like tech wise, or
We don't know.
because they're
Hopefully,
still not in sync with the with the PC version, right? Those are not. It's
they are.
they are. Whatever PC gets,
So
PlayStation
there's
gets now
Java.
also. Yeah, I never
Yeah,
understand this.
there's Java. That's the original Minecraft.
Right,
Is the Java version. That's what. And then they made Bedrock.
right.
Bedrock is what's on every platform. It's on your phone. It's on your PlayStation. It's on your Xbox. It's on your Switch. Interacts across all of that. It's also on PC. They sit next to each other. That's the cross-platform unified version. That is when they first came out with the PS4 version, even though it was better, it wasn't that. So when we started on the PS4, bigger worlds, etc. When we got infinite worlds was when they switched to Bedrock.
Oh, okay.
Because remember how our world had an edge,
Yes,
and then
distinctly
all of a
yes.
sudden there was more.
Yeah, I know exactly where it was, where it turned
Um,
from like a lake into a snow biome, and it's like, oh, that's weird, but we can maybe do something with
yeah.
this. um, okay, cool. Well,
So
I
I'm
I just
hoping.
hope someday we can copy our world over to a PC to share
Why?
somehow. Why?
We can post it on the marketplace.
Can we right now
We
from
could
the
sell it.
PlayStation?
Yeah,
Sick. All right, well, cool. Let's start doing that.
I'm pretty sure. What I'm hoping is when they give me PS5 Pro, upgraded Minecraft, and ray tracing mode
Yeah,
in
I think you'll get
4K and
it.
everything.
I think you'll get it.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
I built this is insane. Minecraft was always known as a low res, low poly, horrible graphics game, but it had charm and art style. I wanted to build a PC in 2012 to play PC games because the PS3 I felt was falling behind. Wasn't up to snuff enough is what I expected. Low key though, I built that PC for Minecraft so I could run ray tracing on it. I didn't know what that was, but I wanted to run that shader mod and have a lot of frames in Minecraft. It
12 years
kind
ago.
of did it barely. Yeah, 12 years ago, it kind of did it barely.
Yeah.
I still can't. 12 years later, and I still can't pull that off. And I'm
I
now
think you'll
hoping
get
for
it.
a PS5 Pro
To fulfill
to
that dream.
maybe be able to do that.
I know it
Um,
can do it. It's
yeah,
just a matter of if they do implement it, and if they do, it'll be so beautiful and perfect. I hope you get that so badly.
we we need to
I
get
know,
that,
I know. I'll be stoked for it, but
dude.
I know you've been itching for that for a decade.
We need to get back in there because I just realized my fake pink wool cherry blossom trees can actually be real cherry blossom trees
Yeah.
with falling flowers now.
No, let's do it. I'll just use this time right now just to plug Patreon again. We're gonna have a at least monthly stream VOD of us in our. It's gonna be on Patreon because we're very protective and sentimental about this world that we're building. Eventually, when it's done, we'll put it out there for you to explore if you like. But if you want to watch us building this world, I might even post some old episodes so you can see the growth over time. But yeah, check that out because it's a very big world that we've been working on for a very long time, and we're quite proud of it.
Since the PS4 launched, whatever Minecraft version, that's how long we've been working on it.
Yeah,
Obviously, we've fallen off the last few years. It hasn't gotten as much love, but that thing is so densely packed with like hidden secrets and just details everywhere.
yeah.
Thousands of hours have been put into this. Is it like the people who their entire job is to build Minecraft worlds? No,
No,
but I think it has charm
heart. It has
and
heart and charm. Yeah, for sure.
heart and character. And if we can put some finishing touches on and tie in a story mode, I'm hoping you can get a couple hours out of it. Have a good time.
Totally. I love when we do take breaks like this because we go back in and then I rediscover stuff that we've done. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe that's here. And like, it's so much fun. So yeah, check that out. I hope you guys can enjoy
I
it as much as we've enjoyed making it. It's really cool. It's
I
one of my favorite things I've ever done.
I low key might fire that up tonight. Like
Yeah.
I really want to get in there all of a sudden and just like see it. I'll wait till we can do that.
Uh, Next time you're wanting to play, let me know. I'll hop on. We'll do that for sure.
Well, hopefully Minecraft is going strong. Um, Another thing that is apparently going strong is the Knights of the Old Republic remake that
Hell
was
yeah.
announced along with the PS5 initial showcase.
That long
Um,
ago?
back in 20 back in 2020, yes, so it's been 4 years.
Oh wow.
It was thought to be dead, and uh, PlayStation pulled the trailer from their channel, and the original company Aspire that was working on it like fell off. That there was all kinds of things flown around, and then it went to Saber Interactive, and then Saber Interactive was sold from Embracer Group, and now they're independent. So it's come back out that apparently, yes, they are still working on this remake. They want to do it right and properly, but PlayStation is not involved from the rumors that and the leaks that have been put forth by Jeff Grubb and company.
Yeah. Jeffrey Grove. Good. I mean, we'll see if this still survives
It's gonna happen.
the production. I hope so. I don't
I would
care.
say 2026. I would say
Yeah.
2026, maybe seven.
That's perfect. Honestly. Like
Yeah.
we'll get one or two more Star Wars games before then and then that'll be a
Yep.
very big and vast and dense game to jump into and bring us out for the rest of the generation and it'll be on
I
like the pro and
wonder.
everything perfectly like specked out and it'll look amazing. I'm excited.
So I've never played it. I only know hints of the story, but there's characters that have been brought into canon, and I wonder if they're working closely with Lucasfilm to like canonize it.
That
I
would be
don't know if
cool.
you could do that,
They must
like,
be.
because then that would take away from it. But maybe.
How does that work actually? Are I mean any Star Wars game that's come out now is canon, I would
Yeah.
assume, right? I mean,
Yes.
because this is a remake, does that get a pass or is that what you're talking about? Like do
Exactly.
they have to kind of
Yeah.
rework it?
Oh, it's
That's
not even
fascinating.
have to. Do they want to? So like all the remastered versions are not canon. This is the
Uh,
first remake.
sure. Oh, remake. Got it. I mean, yeah, they can definitely
Like,
take some liberties there. If Final Fantasy can
yeah.
completely change their
Yep.
story with a remake, like I think Star Wars canon should to bring it into the current
and fit
world that
it
we
in.
have. That's cool as hell. I love that. Is KOTOR the one that
Fingers
had
crossed.
like they kept having story expansions? Is KOTOR the one I keep seeing all the like cinematics of that had these like crazy beautiful fights and cinematics, and or is that a different game?
That's the Old Republic, the MMO,
MMO. Yes. Okay. That is what I'm thinking of.
which is weak sauce compared to the RPGs of KOTOR 1 and 2
Okay.
that I never played for some reason because I'm a dum dum.
So KOTOR is a more it's a single player experience.
Oh, fully single player, and it was like turn-based fighting,
Really?
like straight RPG, old school.
Is Final Fantasy VII remake still turn based, or did
Nope,
they rebuilt it into a
action
okay,
RPG.
and that's what
Yep,
hopefully this will
like
be.
Kingdom Hearts.
Okay,
No, they've confirmed that that is what this will be.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
super
That's
in.
why. That's why I'm so excited for
I'm
it.
super in for that. I need to play
Yeah,
Rogue Squadron. I'm embarrassed that I have not played that. Is that what it's called? No, not Rogue Squadron.
Squadrons.
Squadrons, yes. Rogue Squadron is the canceled movie, I think.
Rogue Squadron is the OG game
But wasn't there a
on
movie that was coming
N64.
out, like a Patty Jenkins movie that was
Yes,
being made?
also named
Yeah,
that, which
yeah,
is
yeah.
why I was kind of excited because that's what the original games were called.
I don't. I mean, that sounded like a cool ass movie. A movie about fighter pilots in space, and that's the one that gets
I think we'll
canceled.
get one.
Yeah, probably. We ended up getting
Timing and
Boba Fett
story.
and Obi-Wan and all that stuff after all that time. So just have to be
Yeah,
patient. But no, yeah, I'm just embarrassed. Like I need to play Squadrons because I'm very excited for Outlaws. That's
Squadrons is multiplayer. We can totally do a Super Hangouts with that.
yeah. No, I'm down because
It feels
be-
so good too.
because Battlefront really let me down. I'm down to jump into something uh, dogfighting that feels hopefully a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that one's crossplay either, but it's on everything.
Yeah, I have it on. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. But
Oh, you have it on PlayStation.
yeah,
Okay, and I do too. We just played on there.
cool.
I originally played it or started. I'm pretty sure I have it on PlayStation, on Xbox because they had a 120 mode, which was quite smooth.
Really.
Not gonna lie.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a couple games that we've talked about that we need to play. Are we gonna play The Forest?
We'll see. Just keep throwing shade.
We will see.
Forests have a lot of shade.
They are shady. Anyways,
Let's clip this out and share this with our third party that needs to get into the forest with us.
hell yeah.
Well, we won't be seeing KOTOR at any PlayStation events coming up, but there is one rumored for next month, and it's rumored to be a showcase rather than a state of play.
Okay. That's Showcase is the bigger
So,
one, right? No,
showcase, yep, showcase is the
Showcase
bigger
is the
one.
bigger one. Is that early? That feels kind of early. No.
It's a little bit before June, um, but because there's no E3 and like really no E3 anymore, like they can do whatever works for them. So if they want to do May and get out ahead of the news cycle of everybody else, I think more and Game Fest, Summer Game Fest does exist. So if it's
Right.
not going to be a part of that, yeah, get out ahead of it because then you can do
Why
demos and stuff at Game Fest
for
if they
Game
want.
Fest? Okay, I was gonna say, why
Yeah,
would they not want to be a part of Summer Game Fest? Are they too big
because
for it,
they're
or
not too big.
just
They don't have to share
right? But I like what you said about
any.
like they can reveal stuff, get people excited to go play at Summer Game Fest. So yeah, that's
That too.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that Summer Game Fest is a
Um,
thing that you can go to now, and it's like a mini E3 kind of.
I'm hoping it continues to grow and
Yeah,
we can eventually get something like E3 back, some kind of fan event at the convention center. That
I'm
energy, that magic, like,
it for sure. I mean, Summer Game Fest doesn't even feel small. I think for the most part, it's almost preferable because people don't want to go anywhere. They just want to have a nice brilliantly produced package to show us all that stuff, and no one's better at that than Jeff Keighley. So uh,
Yeah.
he's the right person to carry us through this dark time, I think. I hope.
Dude, it still kills me. It's like, all right, watch that done. Cool. Magic's over. Like, it makes me a little depressed. I know it doesn't make sense anymore, like business wise, anything wise, but I did see a graphic. So I built my computer in 2012.
Yeah.
At the time, the running joke was that was my introduction to Steam, not like really using Steam. And there was always a joke of the next sale, Steam sale would come up and you'd buy a bunch of stuff to add to your library that you're never going to play. But I remember it feeling possible to play everything. So I
Right.
looked up a chart of how many games released each year. I just wanted to know because there's just so much. It was something like 444 in 2012. So
From the biggest to the
40,
absolute smallest, right?
I think, yeah. So
Yeah.
like 40 a month.
Yeah.
Couple games, give or take, with some lull periods. There used to be lull periods. Take a guess. It went up since then. At how many were released last year?
In the whole year?
Yes,
Uh
2023.
6,000.
It was something like 13,000.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. We're just overloaded on every front now. And I mean, hey, we're contributing to it too. There's we have 3 podcasts and we might have more in the future, you know? It's just there's
Yeah.
so much of everything everywhere.
In theory, there's more people to consume the stuff too, and you can find like your comfy little corner. But it's I don't want to go too far down this. It's why TikTok's gotten popular because you can consume things in little bits and whatnot. But I'm not a fan of that personally. I like curated. I like quality. That's what we are. We're curated. We're quality.
Yeah.
But to bring this back around, I do have a little bit of hope that one day something like E3 might come back because you need a way to sift through 13,000 pieces of content and having a dedicated like place to showcase and elevate your game to the top. Why we have showcases, third parties, indies, they get a moment like that. That's a make or break
Why is
for a lot of
SGF
people.
not that though? I mean, they're not showing even hundreds of games at SGF. They're still showing the top games that each company or umbrella wants to show you. So like, how is it
They
not
are.
the
I just want a
same?
massive because I want a massive convention in the convention center.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You want to
So
walk in,
there
see a
are
big
still,
Spider-Man. You want to see the big
yep,
Nintendo wall. Yeah.
yep. And so there's still packs. Nintendo's doing stuff. So I think it's not completely dead, but there's something about LA summer
Sounds
and
like PAX went
E3.
pretty well a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And I hope we get to go to like PAX West and even PAX East. Boston's cool. I made it. I finally was out there last year. That'd be a fun double trip for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a long shot to shoot for something like this year, but yeah, we've always said we should go to PAX. Let's try and do that like
Yeah.
next year or something. I think that'd be fun.
I'm super down.
What's another one?
Um,
Is there another one in the US?
there's PAX West in Seattle, PAX East in Boston.
Right.
There's there's other events. Those are the big ones at this point, though. I want to go to Gamescom too.
Let's go to
Let's go to Germany.
Gamescom, yeah.
Yeah.
What about
TGS, Tokyo Game Show.
Yep. GDC, is that a thing that like just regular people go to?
That is developer conference.
Right,
And
okay.
you're listening to panels. I don't think that makes sense for us to go. I enjoy that stuff, but
That's more techie stuff, right? Like here's the tech that we produced for this game or
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Yeah, which is
Here's
cool.
how
But
we pulled this off.
yeah, I like that too. But I like hearing people tell me about it. I don't necessarily want to go to it.
Yeah. Let them digest it and communicate it.
Well,
Um,
put it on your calendars. Super Rebels at either PAX West or Gamescom 2025.
yep. And we're going to get there with your support. And so we will talk more about the PlayStation Showcase coming up and some April Fool's shenanigans right after the break and a word from our sponsors.
If you like what we do, we'd really appreciate if you'd consider supporting us on Patreon. Now more than ever, small independent teams need all the help they can get, and we'd love to have you join the rebellion.
Joining us on Patreon can get you a wide array of perks, starting with our 1-star tier. Joining this tier will get you voting rights for Movie Madness, our weekly journey through an actor's entire filmography.
Our 2-star tier will give you extended episodes of the Hebrew Rebels podcast, Game Chat Tonight, and Movie Madness, both ad-free and a day early. Plus, you can write into those shows for a chance to have your questions and comments read on the podcast.
The 3-star tier delivers the most value with our Patreon exclusive shows. You will get a monthly episode of Crossword Struggle and Climbing the Ranks. And we have more exclusive shows planned to add even more value to this tier.
Next, as a 4-star rebel, your name will be listed in an on-screen shoutout on each of our weekly scheduled shows.
Finally, you can be one of only 24 people to be considered a Founding Rebel. You will receive a limited edition Founding Rebel t-shirt. Your name will be read on each of our shows as a Founding Rebel, and you will forever be remembered as one of the very few people to truly help start the rebellion.
Visit patreon.com/Hebrew Rebels for more information. Thank you so much for your support, and back to the show.
Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on subscribe and donating money so that you can support us. Really appreciated you going out of your way just then to do that. So thanks for that. Anyways, anything you want to see next month at a hypothetical PlayStation showcase?
I'm cheating a little bit because I see that you have some things written down here.
Cheat.
I really want to know what Marathon is.
Yes.
Like I feel, is that the one that has the very cool like kind of like
It's
70s
Bungie.
color? And okay, first of all, it's Bungie. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And okay, here's the thing.
Yep.
Destiny is ending. Like it's done soon. Their final wrap
what?
up like expansion thing is coming out, I think, in the next month or two. Like it maybe
That's crazy.
maybe this year, because Marathon isn't like around the corner, but like they're wrapping up Destiny because they're moving on to Marathon. I
could be
imagine.
this year.
Sure, and that still works, but just I feel like they are putting everything that they are into this new thing, and I'm very excited for it because Destiny was one of my favorite games of all time. Like I was obsessed with it. I played it a ton. I played 1 and 2 a ton, and I want to know what Marathon
3.
is. Destiny 3.
Yes to 3.
Destiny. I'm sad I fell off as hard as I did, but yeah, Destiny means a lot to me, and Marathon has like vibes of it. It still has kind of a lot of the same kind of imagery, but it's like a slightly different art style. And this is not actually the game I was thinking of though. What's the shooter that's coming out by PlayStation that has like that kind of like 70s kind of red, yellow, and blue like imagery? And Anthem. No, not Anthem. Concord. Yes. I really want to know what Concord is.
I'm also very curious about that one.
But still, Marathon. Like both of those games seem like they could be up my alley, and also I would love more Astrobot.
Oh,
I'm very upset, and maybe you can correct me on this, that Rescue Mission is a VR game, and I have to have
Yeah.
VR to play it.
unfortunately.
Like, there's
Yes.
yeah, that sucks because I would love more Astrobot. You and I had so much fun just going through all of what was the PS5 one called? Playroom. Astrobot's Playroom.
Astrobot, welcome to the PlayStation 5.
Man,
Yeah,
it was
what
the
you said.
best just console tutorial celebration of an entire legacy of a company that I've ever experienced in the
Well,
most
and it's
good feeling game. Oh man, I loved it.
what's most impressive is that they were able to get a camera inside the console
Yeah,
to show you
the
like that all of
CPU,
that is going on in there. Like that
the
they
solid
literally the
state
little
drive.
astrobots
Yeah,
are in the PlayStation.
yeah.
So
What about
where
you?
else
What
do
do you
you
want to
get
see?
liquid cooled on the beach?
What was the song?
Definitely Astrobot. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
there was a song. There was a big song collecting all the little like consoles and accessories and everything. But I no, definitely Astrobot. I'm hoping like legit like Mario level game. Like
Yeah,
full platformer with full force. They've had 4 years now to work on that. Um Beyond that, Ghost of Tsushima 2. That's the one. I don't know if you open or close with that. I think it's a closer.
I think
I
you
think that's the
close.
level it's on.
I we have to see it, right?
Yeah, 100% guaranteed. Like
Even if
there's
it's a
no
couple
ifs,
years
ands, or
out
buts.
still, like
It's 2025.
really.
Yeah, I have had a lot of copium.
What does that mean?
When you're like coping with waiting for something, you're like
Okay.
all on the copium.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the people waiting for Hollow Knight Silk Song, which we'll talk about later in
We're
regards to
still
April
teasing those
Fools.
April Fool's things. I love it.
Yes. That's the whole theme of the episode is we're just messing with you. We don't actually have a segment later.
Psych.
Clickbait on
You,
a stick.
you ever watch Psych?
Um Sitch?
What? Psych.
Sitch?
What is
Yeah.
that?
Pasitch.
Pasich? Oh no,
P-S-Y-C-H.
not Pasich. No.
What,
Never heard that. That threw
you
me
mean
off so
that's
badly. I
that's
mean,
not how it's called?
I think Psych is technically misspelled in the name of the show, but yeah, Pasich. You ever watch that with the dude from
I've not.
Holes?
No.
I tried. It
Shia
wasn't for
LaBeouf?
me. No, the other guy, Sam, the guy that gets shot in the boat.
Nope, don't even remember. I read that book. It was one of the first and only books I ever read. Watched the movie one time. It was good. Moved on.
You've only seen the movie once?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Because for me, the book was
Sure.
it.
I mean, you're
The
not
movie was
that
just like
much older than me. I would have thought Holes was very much like in your zeitgeist at that time still.
the book.
Yeah. Huh. Cool.
Yeah, it was the. It's because it's like you know how everybody is like, it's not as good as the book with like
Right.
every movie, and it's just like who are you? The movie's the bigger thing, and this is the one and only scenario. There's one other scenario, but where like I read that book, so that I don't need that movie. I watched it; it was fine. No, it was a good movie. I do. I don't know why I did not expect to go high horse on Holes, but
That
now
was
I
when
want to
we were
watch it
like,
again.
"Oh wow, that even Stevens kid, he's really coming into his own." And then like 10 years later, he's in Nymphomaniac Part 1 and 2. We're like, "Oh wow, he's oh, okay. Shia, you good?
He's still he's still Sam Witwicky to me.
Are you ladies man F12897?"
Oh, take me back, man. We're still young, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I think Transformers movies are garbage now, but we're still young. That's not it's not our
The
fault.
first one was good.
The first one was good, yeah. I think the third one was good too.
I mean, look where Megan Fox is now.
She's crushing it.
Broken up from MGK and all
No, I thought they were
dramatic and
together.
stuff. Like, yes, they and no, and they don't post and they're weird. No, I ain't about it.
I think their souls are
All because
intertwined
of
with
her.
all the blood stuff that they do.
It's Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that seems to be what she says. I still think it all stems from her thumbs.
Her weird long club thumbs.
No, she has short nail thumbs.
I thought they were long.
No, I think it's the. I don't. I'm joking. I don't want to make fun of her. That is not.
No. Hey, here's
There's
the
been
thing.
enough.
She's way too hot. Like someone had to do something just to like bring her down a couple of levels because
Couple
that's not
pegs.
fair otherwise.
She just got a couple pegs. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Peg thumbs. My God, where were we?
Anyways,
Somewhere psych. Yeah.
uh, Ghost of Tsushima 2. I want to see some Naughty Dog. I just want to see some Sony IP. I'll even take a clip of Wolverine slashing some people up.
Well, yeah, of
I want to
course.
see what Bend Studio is doing.
Now, was Days Gone the last thing that they did?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? I mean, obviously we don't know what
I,
they've been up to, but like how can you just go away for that long? That's weird, right?
I think it's been 5 years. I want to say that it came out in 2019.
God, that feels like it honestly Days Gone feels like so much longer ago even.
How many days gone do you think?
At least
I'm sorry.
365 times 5, like at least 16, 1700
1800.
for Sony Bend. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I loved that game when I platinumed that game. Oh my God.
Did you really?
Yeah, when that finally came out, I'm pretty sure I platinumed that game. Um, that doesn't sound right. I definitely did. I did everything in that game.
Didn't
I give me an open world with specific things that I can check off a list and I
and
will
you'll eat
do it.
it up? Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't Bend recently say that they're working on like a games of service kind of thing?
That just came out actually. So the rumor for years has been No Days Gone 2. They're working on their own IP. It's an open world game, and now it just came out. It's a live service game
Whatever it is
because
that
they
they're
made
working on.
everybody do live service.
Yeah.
But maybe they're now pivoting away from live service and trying to make it not a live service game. I don't know. This is the. I have two thoughts overall on what I expect from this showcase, and maybe it's not this showcase, maybe it's the next one. But this is the silentest that Sony PlayStation has been in a long time. And I also think this is going to be their next 2016, 2020, 2024
Yeah.
banger showcase of here's the future.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, they're in a lull with all of their major IP, so they're not going to bring them all out, but they could. Um, yeah, it's
Whatever they
interesting.
have.
I heard someone say like this being we're not getting another major first party PlayStation game until April of next year or something. So it's like you start to think this kind of feels like this is where Last of Us Factions was going to come out. You know, like this kind of
Yeah.
feels like they would have slotted in right here, and since that got canned, yeah, it's a weird kind of dry period for them, but it doesn't mean they can't announce stuff and talk about stuff and get us excited for the future. Um,
Yeah, when there's nothing is when you announce stuff.
yes, because you got to keep people,
Oh my God.
you got to keep those investors happy. You know,
I'm just thinking of so many things I want from PlayStation.
tell me another one.
I want Jack and Daxter,
Oh,
but we're not going to get that. And
well,
honestly,
I
I
want
want
Sly
Sly
Cooper, and we're
Cooper.
not going to get that.
No. Like, but we should.
Now, I honestly can't imagine or envision a time ever when amongst Ghost of Tsushima 2, uh, Uncharted 5, God of War 3, amongst those kinds of things, they're like, and Sly Cooper's back. Like, it just feels silly, you know? So, because of
Yeah.
that, I don't feel like it's ever going to happen.
Yep. That's how we feel about a lot of stuff right now.
Or,
Except
or
it's
is
it
do they
should
just
it
announce
should
it
happen.
in like a blog post or something
No.
on a random day in the year?
He should come back.
I really hope so.
Would you rather get five, Slive,
Slive.
or Sly one? Those are too easy to do. Or Sly one remake.
Slevin. Slicks. Um Ooh. Ooh.
No, but it's Slive. Like it's Sly.
Right. Yeah, no, Slive is the best. God, I feel inclined to say one remake, although one is really quite small and short that I don't want them to like spend that much time remaking it and me playing it. I'm like, all right, well, I just played Sly 1 again and it looked better and was a little bit different. Like, I just want more Sly stuff. So I don't even remember 4, honestly.
Did you play it?
Yeah.
Thieves in Time or whatever. Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't reviewed very well. It was made by Larry Lazarus,
It
something
it
like that.
wasn't even Sucker Punch?
No,
What the
they're
hell?
working on Ghost
Now,
and
yeah,
Infinite,
so they're busy. I mean, would Sucker
Infinite,
Punch ever make it again?
Infamous.
Ever?
No,
Damn.
yeah.
What if they had a
They
second
also made one of
studio?
my favorite games of all time,
What?
Rocket Robot on
Robot
Wheels.
on Wheels. Yeah, that's right.
Dude, that game is still so impressive. And it's still the game that I wanted to make a sequel to on my own as my first game.
Is it like a story kind of game?
Hmm.
So you had a
It's
story
a
for it and
platformer.
everything?
Yeah, I was developing a
That's cool.
very. I'll talk about that in the post show, actually.
Okay. Is that something we could talk
Um,
about then? But like, is that something you could do in like Dreams or Unreal
that was
Engine or something
originally
like
my
that?
plan, but I would do it in Unreal
Yeah.
now.
Well, yeah. Tell me about it in
I had
post. I'm curious.
started in Dreams and then decided not to invest
Okay.
time in that. So
But yeah, no Sly for me this year. I don't think, or ever.
oh, I was gonna say what they should do is a Spyro Reignited trilogy where they remake the first three games
Yes.
in that
Wait.
engine, in a new engine.
So redo
You
the
don't
remake?
have that right there.
Yeah, it's right here.
No. So like they did for Crash and Spyro, that's ridiculous.
I know.
Do that for Sly.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. So now, if you asked me if I wanted the first 3 games all redone and repackaged
Yes.
versus a 5, 100% yes. And
That's what I wanted
they
to change it to.
really should, and it deserves that. I know it's not as big as these games. I mean, Ratchet and Clank is still getting award-winning, sequels and stuff. Like they're still investing a lot
Yeah.
into that. I know we say Jack and Daxter, like, yeah, come on, show some love to these other major mascots of your company.
That's what I want for Jack and Daxter too. Remake the first three games, get us back, then make a fifth. Same thing with Banjo. Remake the first two games, then make the third. Like
I mean, use that as a barometer. If it sells like gangbusters, then they're like, let's make another one.
they did it for Crash 4, and then Crash 4 just didn't do that well.
Wasn't it good though?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't know. We'll see. Give me
Was that
Spyro 4.
was that Toys for Bob?
Yep.
So they could make another one now, right?
Yeah, in theory. I was never a big Crash fan. I think he was overrated. I think
God,
he was
he's hard as
early.
hell.
What?
Those games are so hard.
Yes. It was early 3D platforming, very different. Um, so we'll see.
It's all about
I
CTR.
think I think by the end of the they redid it. I don't need another one.
No, I don't want another one, but that was it for me when I was younger. I didn't play the platformers, but I played CTR,
Uh,
a
I
metric.
love that remake. I beat that like fully. Um, when PS5 Pro. This is what I've been wanting to mention. PS5 Pro. Are we going to see it in the showcase?
Yeah, yes.
So I did some dates calculation. The PS4 released November 15th, 2013. Okay.
Right.
The PS4 Pro released November 10th, 2016, 3 years later,
Right.
almost to the day. It was revealed September 7th, 2016. So there was only 2 months between its reveal and its release, right? Which makes me go, ooh,
Yeah.
which makes me nervous.
That we won't see it.
Because I see it that we won't see it. Because didn't write this down. PS5 came out November as well, I believe. Or was it earlier? Now I'm second guessing myself.
I don't know. I'm so bad at like on getting in the mindset of these kinds of things because I can see it both ways. Like
Yeah,
it's
November
not
12th, 2020.
it's not a new console, so it doesn't necessarily need a big stage or a big primetime slot to say, hey, I mean they've already said it's coming. Um so
No, they haven't.
I thought that's just rumors. I mean, they're true
Just
rumors, but
rumors.
um yeah, that could wait until just before so that by the time the holidays come around it's fresh on people's minds and they're all ready and lined up to buy it. Um, or why not?
I
If you're having a
unfortunately
showcase,
see
then
it.
just put the word out. If it got leaked, then confirm it. Make it your headline and not rumors that are circling around for 6 months.
So that's where I'm at. I'm leaning towards at least showing it off. But I could see a scenario where they do the games now, and then they do a bigger demo with a PS4 Pro, PS5 Pro drop. But what's crazy to me is that it will have been longer between the PS5 and PS5 Pro release than the PS4 and the PS4 Pro release. Because
Yeah.
that definitely felt way longer. 3 years? No. And it's already almost 4 years since our PS5s
I
came out.
I can't believe how far into this cycle we are. Like it's already to the
It
point
doesn't
where
feel
it's
right.
understandable if we start talking about 6, you know?
Yep.
That's so slightly upsetting and weird, but also exciting.
It
Like
it has yes. It has to be the combination of COVID and a little bit of age, but yeah, it doesn't feel right.
that's what I was saying in the pre-show with like thinking about time in terms of presidencies and like that feeling very quick. It's like it's the same thing. It's like something about those 4 and 8 year chunks that just when you just separate your life into those, you're like, oh my god, there haven't been that many, but
No.
uh, which also makes it seem that much quicker. Um, but yeah, PS5 Pro. We'll play GTA 6, and then we'll play GTA 6 on the PS8 probably.
Six.
Well,
Oof.
eventually 8.
Ooh. Oh my God. Okay. We're not that's too much. I'm out. They have a couple more generations before PS9,
Do you think they'll ever
which
stop
is an
numbering
orb.
them? Yes. Oh, the
Well, no,
Game
the
Sphere.
PS9. Yeah, you remember the orb, right?
I think so. Is this like a meme or something that you showed me?
No, this was a PS2 commercial. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
oh,
Maybe I'm pretty sure it was a PS2 commercial, and they had a PS9. And apparently, they've already trademarked 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
hell yeah. Oh, maybe they'll bring PSX back for the PSX.
10.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, hey, we'll be talking about it here on Game Chat
Yep.
tonight
Yep.
when it happens.
We'll be long time Gamescom and PAX veterans by the time we finally get to go to PSX again.
Yes. Oh my God, that event. Sign me up.
Yeah. Is that
That's
where they
cool.
did that
Well,
Last of Us like tent thing? Last of Us
sure.
2, they
That
had like
doesn't.
a tent with lights and they showed off.
That was E3.
Was it?
That was their E3 showcase. Yeah, they did
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima. They did Days Gone, I think, and they did Last of Us too.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
2019. 2017? What? When was that? 2019?
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't even know now.
Time is messed
Regardless,
up. Anyways,
um, yeah, April Fools were 50 to bring it back around. No, I did want to say so. You never played Hollow Knight, right?
no. I've been meaning to say
Hollow
this to
Knight,
you. I cannot keep Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight, Celeste, and there's one other one. I cannot keep them all straight in my head. Um,
you have to tell me what the last one is.
oh my god. Oh man, it's like cute little wispy things. Will of the Wisps. What is it? What is that?
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Ori. That's it. Ori. I can't
Yeah.
keep those four games straight in
Ori's
my head.
Xbox.
Okay.
Little Ghost Rabbit, 2D,
Yep. Yep.
Metroidvania. Um, Celeste is pixel art platformer on everything. Very physics jumpy based, more artsy.
Yeah.
Um, I blanked. What are the other two? Shovel Knight
Shovel Knight and
is
Hollow
like
Knight.
OG indie game. Where you have a shovel, and you bounce on stuff, and it's like made to be like a Super Nintendo, like old school NES Super Nintendo game. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's an indie game that came out in 2018 or something like that. I
Yep.
played it on the Switch. It was in like super early access, known for its gorgeous like hand-drawn art style. You play as like a bug in like an underworld. And it's super difficult combat. I'll say that. Like it's good fighting, and you're going through this like interconnected map, upgrading. It's really involved. I played a chunk of that game, fell off of it, and then I was determined to beat it. It took me some time to get back in it, like get the controls and everything down, but then I did beat it, and my God, that game is incredible. I don't know if you'd like it.
It doesn't look like my
Technical
kind of
2D
game looking at it.
platformer Metroidvania. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So it's the quality though, like all the enemies are unique. So you're not just fighting the same thing over and over and over. Like that's what it was prided on. Like just different bosses, unique bosses with different this and the. I went down a rabbit hole actually on the lore the other day because I never fully understood the ending, and now I finally understand like the world and the lore. Regardless, they had four DLCs. They had a fifth DLC planned, and in 2019 they announced that it had been spun off into a full game called Hollow Knight Silksong,
Silk Song. Yeah.
starring one of the characters in Hollow Knight. It's been 5 years, and it
See,
just won't come. They
that's
just
the other
keep
thing. Is
working
like
on it.
feel like I keep hearing about these things forever, and it's just like I would have told you Hollow Knight Silk Song already came out. I've heard about it so much, you know. That
Like
God,
Half-Life 3.
I get that with games like Hellblade 2. I thought that came out already.
Nope. This year.
I don't know what happens where
Games are hard
yeah. No, no, I know. It's just wait to what to remember to make.
to make.
Oh no, yeah, totally. I understand. It's just the way I
Here's
hear these
here's one
games
for you.
talked about. It feels like Hollow Knight has Silk Song has definitely been out, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, it even showed up on an Xbox showcase last year. It was all Nintendo showcase 5 years ago. Showed up on an Xbox showcase last year. The one where they said everything shown in this is coming out this year, and then it was delayed to this year. All being said, all being said, on April 1st, Hollow Knight Silksong's Xbox page went live. Available to wishlist and pre-order. They're genius. They're messed up, but they're genius. I can't believe they did that because it's real for this time.
I like that kind of prank where you think it's something bad, but then they're like, "Just kidding, it's something good." Yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, so everyone's speculating when that'll be coming. It got rated in South Korea, so all the indicators are pointing to very soon. It's also day one Game Pass, so if you
Cool.
want to play it,
I'll try it.
jump
Yeah.
right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. It's free.
This show's a good
Um,
reason for me to try stuff I normally wouldn't. So I think I will do that.
yeah. The gaming world usually has some fun with April Fools, notably IGN.
Yes.
I don't know how many of these you've seen or come across, but the infamous one was back in 2008 when they released a trailer for the Legend of Zelda live action movie. Have you seen it?
This I have. You showed this to me and it's
Yeah,
both good and upsetting.
not good. But
It's
much like we talked. Go ahead.
if I made it, I'd be proud of it, but
Oh
not
yeah,
if I was
definitely.
actually trying to pass it off. Ganon looks terrible. Link doesn't look too
So
bad,
bad.
but Ganon looks really bad.
Well, like we talked at the beginning of the show, in 2008 when this came out, this was a joke. This was literally an April Fool's joke. And it's now a real thing that's happening. Granted, it'll be animated, or is it going to be live action? No, I don't remember. I think it's live action.
I
They are
think it's
making a
live
live action
action,
Zelda
and that
movie.
is a
Yes, I'm
mistake.
sorry, this is real. No, so the director actually talked about it, and he knows what he's doing. It's is it the Logan guy? Am I
Maze
getting that
Runner.
mixed up? Maze Runner. Okay, and he's taking inspiration from Studio Ghibli.
I hear you, and that's a great thing to take inspiration from, but that seems like a very thin edge to walk on to actually successfully translate to live action or even replicate
It's
in
gonna be good.
animation. God, I hope so.
It's
Um,
gonna be good. I said it about the Mario movie. Everybody was like, they're not gonna do it. I'm like, they're gonna figure it out. They wouldn't do it because it'll either come out and be good or get canceled.
yeah, right. They're not going to do another original Mario Bros. Movie. Um,
But
I
not
mean,
even. It doesn't even have to be that bad. It's just it has to be excellent.
Link has never spoken, right?
Nope.
And this will be the first time
Oh,
Link speaks, and that's going to be
Link
weird no
has
matter
Link
what.
has Link has spoken in some very, very bad stuff.
Yeah.
Much like the Mario movie level bad stuff.
Okay. Isn't that going to be off-putting no matter what though? Like even if the movie is fantastic, even if it's Avatar Zelda edition, like Link talking and like that emoting and stuff like that, like that's going to be weird.
Link didn't jump before Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
People were like, how could this ever happen? Now Link jumps and does and goes everywhere. If you do something right, people accept it. Chris Pratt is Mario. Is that a sentence that would have made any sense 10 years ago?
No.
And it worked.
Chris Pratt as Garfield would have made sense 10 years ago.
Yes, because he was Andy.
Yeah. But
He
yeah,
was Garfield.
I know. He is human Garfield.
Are you
No,
gonna
I
get the Garfield popcorn bucket?
is there one?
Yeah, they announced one Regal. It's his head.
Oh my god. No, probably not.
With no, I just thought of that though.
Oh, it's cute though. I like it.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe.
Give me a link. Yeah, I want a Zelda popcorn bucket.
I'll ask Taylor. Yeah. Um I hear you. I will trust Zelda until they give me a reason not to, or not Zelda, Nintendo until they give me a reason not to, but
Yep.
I'm very cautious about this one.
I want to add something. He talks in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Link does.
We just don't hear him, but he is talking to
I
people. He's
know.
not a
God,
mute.
that's so weird.
They just changed Mario's voice in the games. It's not Charles Martinet anymore.
Right.
I don't love it, but I'm fine with it. And I think this is the stepping stone to getting a fully voice acted Legend of Zelda game.
Because we are on the precipice of a new iteration of Zelda games, right? Like
Yeah.
the Breath and Tears saga is done, and what are they going to do next? And yeah, it seems like this opens the door for some scripted drama, maybe.
I want it. I want a full movie level production with voiced Link, everything. I want emotion. Like they've hit their chops with these games. They voiced every other character. Figure it out.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
I feel you. That's fair.
We can't imagine it because they have to figure it out. And
Yeah.
then we don't have to imagine it. But I'm open to it. And it's going to be a lot of this kind of conversation over the next few years.
And in the
Yeah.
meantime, we'll get
Should be a
more
fun
Mario
ride.
games and Donkey Kong games and Luigi's Mansion game or not
Movies
movies. Damn it, God, I keep
and
messing up the
games.
wrong
And
words.
games. No, you were right
Yeah,
though.
I'm not wrong, but that's not what I meant. But yeah,
Um so it seems everything's coming true. In 2011, IGN did a Harry Potter TV show. That's happening.
that is happening, unfortunately.
In 2019, I forgot about this one, but now remember it. Everything is coming to Switch. If you did not see that, you have to watch it. It
I
starts with
haven't.
Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask is coming. It's every Zelda game, and then I want to say Brian Altano did it, and then they just go through everything. Everything is coming to Switch, and just start going off ridiculous things. And low key, 5 years later, that's kind of come true.
Almost everything. Yeah,
Granted, in the video they go to things beyond video games, but
I see where you're going with this. I see where
pick
you're
me.
going with this. Everything is coming true. Well, this year's April Fool's video, right,
Yeah,
is the
genius.
Nintendo
They
Switch
nailed it.
Virtual Boy Pro.
Yes, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
So, are you predicting that we'll have VR Switch in the next 10 years?
Ooh, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100% in the next 10 years. Because that gives enough for 2 generations of consoles.
Yes. I think
So, yes,
by the end
100%.
of next generation, Nintendo will be dabbling in
They already are,
some kind of VR thing. Yeah.
but they'll be ready to release it by
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
It'll be what? It'll be Labo, but not cardboard. Or is it
It'll
Labo or
just be.
that was a
Labo was
VR
the
thing, right?
cardboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They made a Labo VR. But yeah, they've been working on it. What's great is like, Apple Vision Pro's out, so that's gonna change the world in the next 10 years. Not quite like the iPhone, but like they'll be more regular, they'll be better, they'll make sense, we'll understand how to use them. And I mean, Nintendo already did the 3DS. They've been into 3D. They had the Virtual Boy. I think Virtual Boy Pro is hilarious. They will never mess with that name ever again. But we'll get some kind of Switch VR or Nintendo
Is
VR at some point.
Virtual Boy the red one that didn't do well?
Yes.
That was VR, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
In
forgot
the
about
90s,
that. That's
right? It's
crazy.
crazy to
That is
yeah.
mind-boggling. My favorite part of this video is the Luigi's Mansion mode, and she's
Yes.
just vacuuming in the bedroom.
Yeah, but it's funny. That's
I
the
love
best one
it.
I've seen them do in a while.
It's good. All right. Well, you heard it here
But
first. Nintendo VR coming 2029. Put it on your calendar.
and we'll do a podcast about it
Absolutely. From PAX.
live in AR in your room. Not your bedroom, but like
Put on your Virtual Boy and
your
watch us.
yes. Oh, I was gonna say I did use the Virtual Boy when I went to Japan. They had one in the Super Potato, and it was like in good condition, and I got to play Wario, jump around. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's so
So,
cool. I would,
uh,
yeah, I'm jealous.
hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to us. We got more stuff to talk about in post show, but this has been another episode of Game Chat Tonight with the Huber Rebels. My name is Ethan.
My name is Jordan.
Until next time.
Keep playing games.